Well, I'm live again. It's so it says. I don't know. Uh, the problems I had yesterday, I have no idea. I'm looking at here. My camera's live. Everything's live. I'm on here. I see the video here. I can't tell you what happened yesterday. Okay, I can tell you why I'm 15 minutes later than I said I was going to be because I have to download the video I just made, or I'll lose stuff before I can proceed. So I have to finish up those videos by at least a quarter to 11 now instead of 11 o'clock. So bear with me. The hell, I'm here. You know, things could be worse. I could be in your house. Haha. Think about that, huh? Huh? Yeah, all right. So, let's see. I wanted to say something and I forgot. Happens all the time. But anyhow, uh, you have me and you have me tomorrow, and then I'm off on Sundays now. Oh wow, man, that ow wow man stuff is just morning pain for an old guy. The part about old I don't like is when you get up, it sounds like a popcorn machine. Pop, 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 and each one is a little oh 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 oh. That sounds like an old 50s song. I forgot what it was. Ooh, something like that. It goes, yeah. That's just me. Uh, but we're having rain. I don't know how your weather is. It was a little cloudy and overcast, and I'm telling you, virtually the second I walk into the building with Lucy this morning, it started to rain, and she must have known it because she pulled me down the hill. She ran and ran. And there she is. She's sitting there. They were mowing the lawns this morning, and that bothers me. That's why my voice might sound a little funny. I'm like, I can't take that. That's a it's an allergy I've had since I was a kid. But that's it. Uh, well, whoever listened to me yesterday isn't here today, which is okay. I understand that. I hook up to something that goes black and expect to see something, and it's not there because I'm white. I ain't black. I have nothing against black people or any other people in the world. I do have a lot against Donald Trump because he's an asshole, and I think that people that believe in him to the extent that they want to make him a king or they want him to run for president again are naive and don't know enough about the American history and what this country went through to reach the point that it was at right now. And you don't understand something, all right? Everything you do, you expect immediate. Even everything he does things that can where he can get immediate results, like start sending people and stuff like that. 579,000 people he deported. Hey, not all of them were illegals. Not all of them. Some of them were American citizens. There's no due process involved in it. It's just get the fuck out of my country. I would love to be able to. I told you, my ambition is to live long enough to see him dragged out in chains for the crimes that he's committed. And I heard a guy say he didn't do anything wrong. You're always picking on him. There's no politician that's completely on it. I understand that. And I agree with that statement. There's no politician, absolutely no one that's 100% honest. Jesus Christ lied for what the hell are you talking about? They all lie. Uh, it's that Trump doesn't do things to benefit you. You know, uh, you may see temporary relief in an industry or something like that because that industry is going to make him some money. Okay, he's a billionaire that's stealing from the American public, and his family is making a ton of money out of him being president. And it's just And he doesn't seem that doesn't even seem to bother him because I think but you don't have to worry about him running again because he's not going to be capable. He's not going to be capable of running again because his mind is going just like mine sometimes. Fucks up and disappears. You know, um, but I'm still pissed off about a lot of things. I'm pissed off I didn't see the end of the game last night so I could really yell and scream. And I probably wouldn't have fallen asleep because I would have been so upset I probably would have stayed up all night. I'm a big Bucks fan because I like Baker Mayfield. I think he's a good quarterback and a good man. But you know, I could be wrong on all occasions. I wanted to see them get to the Super Bowl. I wish he was with another team. I wish he had gone to New England and been able to pull off what the young man up there is doing now. But it didn't work out that way. And New England's playing some fantastic football. Do I think they'll win the Super Bowl? I don't know. All right, there are a lot of teams that are having a lot of problems right now, and usually by the time the Super Bowl rolls around, they solved all those problems. Gotten players back, brought in players, did whatever they had to do, and they put it together. Wait and see. The Chiefs aren't going that much. I mean, it just doesn't look that way. But and I don't think you'll see the same Chiefs team next year. I think a lot of those players are going to be gone. Age is a factor with them. You have a great defensive player in Chris Jones that just happens to be a part-time ball player, though. That's just I don't think you can afford that anymore. But we'll wait and see. I talked on the other in the other video that about the sanctions, and sanctions don't appear to really work, as far as I can tell. Uh, Politicians yell and scream about you're sanctioning my country. What are you doing? It doesn't seem to work. You know, uh, there's too many ways around it. But Trump loves things like that. Trump loves proclamations and things like that. He just made a proclamation, which I'm not sure is 100% legal under the Constitution, but this particular proclamation, where states cannot issue their own controls over AI. Well, I would still, have my own controls over AI, and that they would be called the 45 automatic. That's all. You just can't do what they're doing without checks and balances, and there's no checks and balances. The worst thing that they did prior to the election was grant the President Trump immunity. And, you know, I wonder if the next president's elected as they're passing each other and saying goodbye to each other, if he can shoot Trump. I don't know. I don't want to see that. I want to see Trump. I hate to use the word, use bad things about people because it's karma. And karma has a way of coming around and kicking you in the ass. Ask anybody. You know, you do enough bad things, you get fucked. And Trump has got a. I don't even think the devil wants to deal with Trump at this stage of the game. But what can I tell you? All right, I missed my 11 o'clock person or whoever it was that was there yesterday. They're not coming back. Tears, boo hoo, boo hoo, boo hoo, boo hoo. Hey, that's why I'm not real comfortable doing these things because I don't know the connections worldwide with YouTube. And this is a YouTube studio video, and they're handling all the only thing I have is the microphone there and my headphones on so I can hear what I'm saying without annoying everybody else in the house. Uh, but you know, that's it. I have no real control over what's going on right now. Um, They say I can put background music in. I'd love to do that because I love rock and I like listening to rock and roll. Listen, guys, don't worry about Lucy. She is alive. Can't tell by looking at her, but she is alive. I see her chest moving up and down. Yeah, right. Yeah, her chest is moving up. She's alive. I don't know why she's so tired. I just think the weather depresses her. Because she can't run on the grass when it's like that. They cut the grass. Besides that, they cut the grass today. And I have a huge allergy with grass is concerned. It chokes me up. And I'm like, my nostrils and everything are still fucked up. But that's that. What else can I talk about? I might do some carving while I'm sitting here next time I come on. I will be here tomorrow, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this every day because there's some times next week where I have appointments that I can't do it. Uh, the 19th, I can't do it. I don't know whether I'll be here at all that day because I have to go. I have two appointments that day. One is like 6:30 in the morning. The other's 9:30, something like that. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll try to get home with my wife, but then I have to take Lucy out. So it gets a little complicated. She's a good girl. She doesn't mess in the house, and she gets stuck in the house, and I'm not there. She doesn't know what to do with herself. She gets scared, and I don't like to do that to her. But I can't take her to the doctor's office with me, so they won't let her in. Even if they let her in the building, they won't let her into the particular office I have to go to because I have to get a cardiogram. They don't even let my wife in there. You know, I don't know what I'm doing anymore with that situation. I just need her to improve a little bit. She doesn't have, I know she's never going to be 100%. You know, that's that's a given based upon everything I've read and seen. So I don't think that's going to happen. Um, I'm not going to try to pronounce the terminology they used, and because there might be something different when they look at this. But apparently, everything like the new normal MMD, MS, and ALS are not involved in that. So because ALS is a is 100% is 100% fatal. My wife just walked in the house, so I'm gonna have to cut this video short. But listen, hit that subscribe button wherever it is. It's not on this video, so I don't know where you'll see it. But subscribe to my videos. You'll get notification when I go live, and you know. So everybody, behave yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. And if hopefully that one person didn't get lost, or his computer is okay and everything, and he'll be back tomorrow. And maybe we can talk or something like that. Okay, that's it. Take care.